Sorry, I just realized I was talking without sound. Let me make sure I got it in there. I was talking without sound. There you go. Got it. One person, please hit the like button. Put my info in the chat. All right. Michael Hensley, hello, my brother. Good to see you. My Trump loving friend. 4 people, hit the like button, guys. Don Trump, hey. You always show up pretty early, Don Trump, I think. Good to see you. Do you think Trump hates America, Don Trump? 2028, do you hate America? You as Donald Trump, of course. Not you as whoever you really are. 6 people, hit the like button, guys. Nobody wants to talk? Gas. Hey, Chris, I was just leaving this comment on your other channel. I had a huge corporate job flying all over the country, very lucrative, teaching people how to paint cars. I left for my wife. Really? Wow. That's awesome, man. You must love her to death. That sounds like a dope job to have. Dave Gass, do you think Donald Trump hates America? Anybody who says no, I just want them to tell me, what is it that he loves about it? Just out of curiosity, what does he love about America? Because I can't name a single thing where he's ever, I don't know, spoken positively about, not a single time where he's spoken positively about anything in our country. All he fucking does is complain. Even when he's president, he's still complaining. You know? It's unbelievable, for fuck's sake. Talk about a pessimist. And I know people say, oh, no, he just wants things to be a certain way. He hates the way things are. Well, that's you hating America, right? You hate the way things are in America? Yeah, listen, America's supposed to be the way it is. That's what it was, the principles it was founded on. But I don't know. I guess some people don't see it that way. Donald Trump sees America as his ATM machine. Yeah, definitely. Oh, that sounds like a great job, man. XX Steel Jaw. XX? What does that mean? VS. Like verses? What does that mean? Guys, hit the like button, please, and subscribe. Thank you. There's only 13 people, but still. Albert the Truth Telling Alligator, did I shout you out? Thanks for being here. But what does that mean, though? I don't understand. What does that mean? XX Steel Jaw XX. I'm just going to call you Steel Jaw. Matt, what's going on, bro? Good to see you. Everybody hit the like button, please. It's very important. You hit the likes, these shows get pushed out more. Even this show will get pushed out more if you hit the like button, I think. I'm making that up, but I think there's a good chance of it. "17 people. The hardest part of doing these shows is having the patience to wait till the conversation really starts, because once it really gets going, it's all good. You're just rolling along, and you get the numbers, they come. But when there's not much talking going on and there's 20 people or something and nobody's in the comments, it's difficult. It's difficult. Sometimes I just want to give up. Anybody in the chat, tell me why you support Donald Trump. Let's start with that question. I'm starting to think Michael Hensley might not be a Trump supporter anymore. Just saying. I don't know if you're in here, Michael. Maybe it's wishful thinking. I don't know. I just have this feeling. He says he loves America all the time. He says a lot of things. He says he's going to lower prescription drugs by 1,500%, even though that's mathematically impossible. He says that his uncle taught the Unabomber at MIT, and the Unabomber never even went to MIT. You know, he says that Joe Biden was president on January 6th, 2021, when he was really president. He says a lot of shit. Doesn't mean he means it. He lies pretty much anytime his lips are moving. Because I'm a PDF file and don't want to get caught, JK. That would be a good reason to support Trump, because you know the Republican Party, as Hakeem Jeffries says, even though I don't like that fucking jerk off, is the PPP now, the Pedophile Protection Program. Trump already did what he wanted to do, fund ICE for 4 years and passed the big bill. I mean, he's not done yet. It's not like he's going to just chill now for the next 3.5 years. He's got some bad plans. Not 3.5. 3 years and 2 months or so, something like that. He's got a lot of bad plans yet. I don't think he's done everything he said. I mean, well, he definitely hasn't done everything he said he was going to do. LOL, I'm here pulling carpet. All right, Michael. The government shutdown falls on the president's lack of leadership. I mean, problems start from the top and they have to get solved from the top. A shutdown means the president is weak. Trump 2013. That's Trump's exact quote. Yep. He said, if there's a shutdown, it's the president's fault because he's the one that gets everyone together, or supposed to get everyone together. That's what he said. But they'll still tell you it's the Democrats' fault, even though the Democrats don't control any fucking thing. The Republicans can negotiate with Democrats today and come to a deal. They could say, well, we'll extend the ACA subsidies, but only for X amount of time, and then we'll have to revisit it. You know, something like that. There could be a negotiation. They don't want to open the government because of the Epstein files, period. Yup, der. So, Jihad, you think he hates America? I agree. Sorry, we don't want money for LGBT crap. Oh, here we go. Where is that? Where are the Democrats asking for that? Just out of curiosity, can you tell me the exact paragraph or where that is in the Democrats' demands? I'm really curious to find out. Again, guys, anytime they talk about anything, it's LGBTQ, it's trans, it's part of it, but it's Mexicans, it's black people. They hate them. Democrats missed a wide open layup by not fully endorsing Mamdani. That's true. That is true. They were scared. They should have. They're not. You mean the Democrats? They're not trying to fund LGBTQ stuff? Yeah, they're not, if that's what you're talking about. It's there in different country even. What does that mean, Jihad? Talking about funding LGBTQ stuff? Christ almighty. Could you tell me where exactly that, why the government is shut down because the Democrats are trying to fund LGBTQ stuff? What are they demanding? I think Mamdani will run for president next term. Yeah, I certainly think he will. He might be the answer. And it's so funny people are bitching. I got people from my community that are terrified of this guy being the mayor, but they're not people who make $1 million a year. That's the only people he wants to raise taxes on. You know, they're the regular working class people. I can't understand how they don't see that he's going to help them. LOL, no, he won't. No, he won't what, James Irwin? Mamdani, you think he won't run for president? Why is that? Let's hear your brilliant theory. And guys, please hit the like button and subscribe. It's a matter of life or death by stealing from rich people. No, it's not stealing. It's called paying your fair fucking share. It's taxes, Jihad. Taxes. Nothing in particular. Why war? Why? What were you thinking? Rich people provide jobs, not poor people. Yeah, and they can afford to pay a little bit more in taxes. It's so funny that you guys really believe the poorest people, the people who have nothing, no money, no assets, no power, no control, not even in their own lives, they are somehow the problem, and not the richest people at the top who want every fucking dime possible. Jihad, I bet you don't do that well in life. You might, but I bet you don't. I bet you're somebody who a guy like Mamdani would benefit. But you've just been brainwashed into this. Yeah, man, the rich people should get the tax cuts. The poor people should fucking die. That's the way you see it. FPS, I don't know. I might need a week or two off and see how things go. What do you mean? What, Mamdani? You worried, Beck? Why? What's wrong with Trump? Oh my God. Should I start from the beginning? If you're talking about what I have up here, have you ever heard him say anything positive about America? If so, please tell me. Chef Joseph Knowles, what's going on? All the poor people are taking all the money, so why are they poor? Because they're not taking all the money. Ken, I'm not sure which side you're arguing on. Taxes are the cost of civilization, which the forefathers put the ability to do in the Constitution. Okay, I get what you're saying now. All the poor people. If they were, why are they poor? These people have been convinced that they're just getting all types of shit. Like poor people are just living in the projects, surrounded by gold, like it's the Oval Office. You know, Trump's ridiculous Oval Office. And they just got fucking steaks and lobsters and money pouring out of their fucking pockets. You know, it's amazing the way these people see things. Almost a master tech. No, I'll take your word for it. You're not worried. What do you mean then? About the text this morning. Oh, yeah, PK, yeah. I don't know. I might have to take a week or two off to see how things go. You know, I'm not ready yet. Gerard Braxter, did people already pay 40% of all the tax, or rich people already pay 40% of all the taxes? Yeah, well, that's because they're rich people. You dickhead. Oh my God, I can't believe you just said that. Of course they do. Why wouldn't they? The richest people have the most money. They have the most income. Therefore, they pay the most taxes. That doesn't mean they can't be taxed more, for fuck's sake. When Jeff Bezos is paying 1.1%, a 1.1% tax rate, and fucking school teachers are paying 35%, there's a problem there. No, I got you, Ken. Yeah, I didn't know if sometimes I forget which side people are on. Because your thing could have been taken, one of two ways. Shout out from Maine, great channel. You just got a new subscriber. Thank you, Chef Joseph Knowles. And guys, yeah, please subscribe and hit the like. It would mean a lot to me. And you always have the option. See that right there? That's my Cash App. And right down at the bottom where you comment, there's the super chat button. Captain Homer, what's up, brother? I had gotten in on the members only stream today, made the comments about stupidity, then was blocked from the chat, tried to reset, then completely blocked out of the members only stream. Sorry, bro. What I do now is I start the show public and then I fucking I turn it on members only. It's just the way I decided to do it with those shows. So only the politics shows are public. But if you stick around and you turn on your option where it says join, if you click on my thing where it says join, you'll see an option that says allow gifts. If you turn that on, when somebody buys donations for people, you can gift donations. not donations, memberships, you'll probably get one, and then you'll have one for free. Otherwise, it's only $4.99 if you want to join. He's got to fight. The hand gesture. Well, I'm not from the States, and to be honest, I wouldn't mind him in charge of Ireland. To be honest, our government are spending billions of euros on protecting illegal immigrants than the Irish. Well, but well, see, I don't know enough about Ireland to comment, so all I could do is ask. I mean, is it like the U.S. where sure, they're spending money on illegals, but it's a fucking minute fraction of what they give to the richest people in the world and the biggest corporations. Because I mean, it's not that big a deal when you look at it that way. Patrick O'Meara, well, I'm not from. Oh, that's the one I read. George Soros, he really loves America. George Soros. Here we go. He's one of these guys. What does that have to do with anything? You just have George Soros on the brain? No, I got you, Ken. Yeah. We're on the same page now. Hay employs people, thousands of people. You mean he? Who does? I think Mamdani was born in Uganda, so I don't think he could run for president. Oh, is that right? Where was Zoran Mamdani born?
Zoran Mamdani was born in Kampala.
You're right, Uganda. Yeah, man. Look at fucking Armand coming into Rain on the Parade. I made sure I disliked this for you. Jack Black, wow, you butthurt. I'm talking about your leader, you freak. Go ahead. Listen, dislikes and likes, whether you believe it or not, YouTube doesn't even differentiate. It's all engagement. So please feel free to, if you like the stream, hit the like button. If you don't, hit the dislike button. Either way, it works. It helps. So no tax breaks for hiring thousands of people as jobs. That's not usually what they do when they get tax breaks. They just put it into stock buybacks and give themselves huge fucking bonuses. These rich mofos should be paying 50% tax. I don't know if I'd say 50, but a hell of a lot more than they're paying now. LOL, you're not from America. I'm not? Where am I from? This guy is confused. Tell me how, IDC, for whatever the fuck your name is. Tell me how. Don't just say I'm confused. Tell me what I'm wrong about. You can have them, take them. I don't know what that means. You're a traitor. Or if you're a Trump supporter, you're literally a traitor. Like you supported a fucking insurrection. You support a guy who's covering up for a huge pedophile. You support a guy that doesn't believe in our Constitution. You support a guy who's actively trying to steal the next elections, the midterms and the 2028 election. So it would be you that's a traitor. Yes, but you know enough about America and you think it's a lie. I think what's a lie, bro? What? This guy is not from America. This guy is a joke. All right, well, is Queens, New York in America? Because that's where I was born. I've just been watching Hegseth read a script live. What a joke. Oh, yeah, he's a fucking dildo. How did the U.S. have what was called the golden era in the 1950s with a corporate tax rate of over 90%? Exactly. Yep. Enjoy the dislike, loser. Like I said, bro, it helps. Thank you for hitting the dislike button. You lack logic and reason. Fandalorian. Now, instead of just saying that, because you're so dumb, all you could do is say that. You can't even tell me how. Now, tell me how in your next comment. Say, this is how you lack logic and reasoning, because you said this, or this. No, he's your biggest fender dog. Yeah, I don't know what that means. Hello, Trump, support your local billionaires. They need our help. Yeah. Rich can move, then where's the money come from? They're not going to. Especially with the fucking ridiculously low tax rate they have to pay. Where are they going to go? It's the dumbest thing I ever heard. His company pays taxes through workers. But his income, though, and the company's revenue, it's like, no, he shouldn't have to pay nothing on that. About 1%. Even though he's got, did you know the richest man in the world owns like 52% of the wealth in this country? Think about what that means. The richest man in the world has more wealth than all the rest of the fucking people combined. That doesn't bother you guys at all. You think that if a company is making 500 billion a year or 500 million a year, that if they're taxed another couple of percentage points, then they're just going under. They can't hire people anymore. They can't employ people. Why do you want tax cuts? Like I believe in Trump's tax jobs act and tax cut and jobs act, whatever the fuck it was called. There was a tax cut if you owned more than one yacht. Now that doesn't bother you guys. You're worried about people who are getting SNAP. Hey, Sally, got a dollar, Mimo? Then you should be paying 50%. Why? And how do you know I don't? He doesn't hate America in the same way a man eating a hamburger doesn't hate cows. I like that. Congratulations to Zoran Mamdani. Yes. Yes, 50% sounds about right. Hey, I wouldn't complain. You don't know facts. Now tell me what facts I don't know. Does somebody just for no reason put in Bill Clinton? Social Security will be gone with the wind. If Republicans stay in charge, yeah. Oh, really? Said man, Islam? That's what's up, bro. I've been out of there for a long time, though. Diggable planets, yeah. I think I still have one of their tapes. FBS, do you remember when an eagle pecked Trump's wig? No, I don't think so, Matthew. I don't think I do. I rebuke you in the name of the Messiah. All right, private user. There is no God. I agree. You're the moron, Gerald Braxter. Y-O-U-R, the moron. Tell me how. I keep asking you guys to tell me what I'm wrong about or what I'm saying that's just crazy or delusional, but you can't do it. Isn't that something? Or her, you look like a transgender mother of three and you're stupid, Yeah, they can't tell me a single thing I'm wrong about. None of them have any actual arrangements. This is ridiculous. I'm not sure what you're talking about, Ken. Tax cuts lets people spend the money they make. Well, yeah, but we're talking about whether or not rich people, the richest people in the country, need more tax breaks. Tax cuts are great for the USA. Tax cuts on working people, middle class people, yes. Not tax cuts on billionaires. It's absurd. If rich people want tax cuts, there should be things put in place that they have to do to get them. I agree. Yeah, they can't only call names yet. Why not tax everyone at 80%? Because that would be ridiculous. Because the poverty rate would be 50 times what it is now. People would be starving to fucking death. Why not just, it's amazing. Why not? I can't believe you guys struggle with this. The richest people in the world who have more money than they could spend in 50 lifetimes, you're afraid of them having to pay just a little more into the country so that the people who don't have shit can have some sort of leg up? I know you guys look down on poor people, but that's hilarious considering most of you are poor. I'll never understand it. But like I always say, the greatest trick Republicans ever played on America is that the poor people convinced themselves that it's not the people all the way at the top making all the money that are their problem. It's the people poorer than them. That's what's incredible about you guys. What are we crying about today? I don't know what you're crying about. I'm just chilling. I ain't crying. Stupidity is a more dangerous enemy of the good than malice. Against stupidity, we're defenseless. In a conversation with him, one virtually feels that one is not dealing with the person himself. Just me, how do we survive the 50s with a top tax rate of 90%? Are you asking me? Is Trump not proving you wrong every day? No. How would he be proving me wrong? How? What do you mean? How's he proving me wrong? Flat tax is the best way to go. So you think everybody should be taxed the same amount? So people making 40 grand a year should be taxed the same as people making 40 billion a year. Can't believe you're doing this with only 100 views. How many views do you get when you do a live? Oh, you've never done one? You don't have a channel? Yeah, thanks. I usually get about anywhere between 6 and 25,000 views on these videos. You douche. The Democrats, the party of the poor, have done nothing. What do you mean? Do you know how much stuff you enjoy in your life to this very day only because of Democrat policies? Are you kidding me? The Democrats are the party that supports unions. Democrats you could thank for paid family leave, the 40-hour work week, stuff like that, Medicaid, Medicare, Social Security, fucking food stamps, all that shit. The stuff that actually helps the poor people. People don't have shit because they choose not to have shit. Sure, just me. So in other words, everybody says they have a choice in life. They say, I could be a billionaire or I could be living in the projects on food stamps. I'll take the projects. No, some people are more advantaged than others. Some people have more opportunities than others. Hell, some people just have more motivation than others. But it's not that people just choose to be poor. Tax the fucking rich. That's right. Well, if you have free time, look up what's going on here. You will understand. I'm working 60 hours a week and still struggle to feed my family because the government are screwing me with tax. Yeah, but Patrick, do you understand that the majority of your tax money goes up and not down? It's like $5,000 a year you most likely pay, around that much, into corporate subsidies and bailouts and everything else. $36 a year of the average working man's paycheck goes to welfare, food stamps, Section 8, cash assistance, all that stuff. How do you not? I mean, think about it. Look it up. Look into it. I swear to God, the amount of money you're paying in to help poor people is like this. And the majority of the money you're paying in taxes are going to help the richest people. You're paying the taxes that they are not. Do you understand? So when their taxes go down, it has to be made up for. So our taxes go up. So now you're saying to yourself, it would be much better if Patrick O'Meara has to pay more taxes than Elon Musk. How do you see that? That when a guy is worth $500 billion damn near, what do you think? All his money is just tied up in assets and goes back into his business? You don't think any of that money? He had no problem spending $250 million to get Trump elected. But you just don't want that money to go to taxes so you could pay a lower tax rate and have social safety nets in case you get in big fucking trouble. Oh, it wasn't you, Patrick. Oh no, it was you. It was you that said that, yeah. They will do business out of country, stupid. No, they won't. They won't. And I'll tell you what, fuck face. Don't call me stupid, you cocksucker. Look into it. Look into Trump's first term and see how many fucking tax breaks and shit they gave companies. Look up the Department of Labor and Statistics. You'll see how many fucking companies Trump helped move overseas. You're under this delusion too that he wants everything made in America and all that horse shit. Sure. They're not going to move out of the country when they could pay the lowest tax rate right the fuck here. And if they have to pay a little bit more, they're still not going to move out of the country because anywhere else they go, they'll be paying even more than that. Trickle down economics is a 45-year-old failure, 100%. He said it himself more than once. He loves stupid people. He does. He knows that's why when that man said I could shoot somebody on Fifth Avenue and not lose any voters, he was insulting you. He wasn't complimenting your loyalty. He was saying you're so fucking dumb that if I killed somebody in broad daylight, you'd still vote for me. Whatever takes the focus off of Trump being on the Epstein list. What do you mean? That's what he'll do? Yeah, I know. But my thing, more than anything, is the fucking Epstein list. I don't know if you've watched any other shows, but it's disgusting what they're doing. And these dolts don't even realize the entire reason the government is shut down is because of the Epstein files. It's not because of ACA subsidies. It's not because of any of that. And they're not going to swear Adelita in until, what's this other guy's name that just got elected? I forget his name. But they're already planning on swearing them in at about the same time so his vote can cancel out hers, basically. Or his signature, whatever it is that they're with the fucking discharge petition and all that. I agree. Deprived. Make America native again. This guy is way too stupid. I can't watch him anymore. But I bet you can't tell me what I'm saying that's wrong. Who paid more in taxes in 2024? 100 undocumented immigrants or Tesla, FedEx, and Starbucks? IT, the answer will scare you. I mean, I don't even know. I don't know what to say about that. So I don't know what to say about that. Look at all the good he's done. Yeah, we know. What? Tell me what good he's done. What about arresting illegals? I don't hear you talking about Obama and Michelle on Epstein Island. Well, that's because I would be making it up, because there is literally no proof that they were ever there. Obama's never even really mentioned when it comes to the Epstein files, unless you're listening to conspiracy theorists or right-wing media. And I bet you can't give me one credible source right now that says Obama and Michelle were on Epstein's island. It's so funny. There's no proof of that, but there's all the proof in the world Donald Trump might have been there. And you just ignore that because Donald Trump is your guy. Biden didn't put the list out either, and neither will the next guy. Biden didn't run on putting the list out. That was not an issue of Biden's. Trump ran on it. No taxes on OT. Yeah, I mean, I guess if you qualify for that, I mean, you can benefit from it. I mean, all it is a tax credit. It's a tax credit of like $12,500, or not even a tax credit. I'm sorry, a tax deduction of like, and I think for a couple it's like 21,500 or something. That's the maximum that you could deduct. And even then, I think if you, depending on your income, you might not even be able to get that. If a certain percentage of your income was from overtime. So you get, at tops, you and your wife will get, if you work that much overtime, you'll get maybe 20 grand, 21.5, something like that, as a tax deduction, just meaning it just lowers the amount of your taxable income. It's not really going to bring you much more. How much you think you'll get back on a tax return because of that deduction? How much extra? Hey there, Street Smart Politics. What's up, Liberal Dan Radio? Hey, guys, we got 279 people. This guy is a good dude. He has a great show. He helped me out, and I'd like to help him out. Please go subscribe to his channel whenever you have a minute. Liberal Dan Radio. It's easy to remember. Thank you. Guys, please hit the like button and subscribe. It's very, very important. We only got 32 likes. We just had 270-something people. So please hit the like, and if you can, send a super chat or use the Cash App or my information that's in the chat, something. The Epstein shutdown, that's right. No taxes on tips. That's also another thing. It's merely a tax deduction. That's all it is. It doesn't make anybody's paycheck bigger. It doesn't make their weekly income bigger. None of that. And all this stuff expires. Tax cuts for the richest people that were in the big, beautiful bill, they're permanent. And in the tax, or the Jobs Act, the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act, whatever the fuck it's called, they're permanent. The no tax on tips and no tax on overtime, that expires in 2028. No, there isn't, you moron. There isn't what? Stock market is way up. So what? You know, it's so funny. When the stock market was closing at record highs all the time under Biden's administration, during his term, you guys would say, who cares? That most people aren't invested in stocks, doesn't matter. But now when it's happening with Trump, it's all about the stock market. But how many times has he crashed it so far? And he'll do it again, by the way. Elon's worth so much money because because of the business he owns. Yeah, so what's your fucking point? There's video of Obama and Michelle. Yeah, no, there's not. There's no video of anybody on the island that we've seen, douchebag. And I'll tell you what, just give me the source. I'll look it up right now. I blame Biden and Harris, DOJ, for not prosecuting this guy for all this shit he did. Well, yeah, but it's Merrick Garland we got to blame, because Biden and Harris, remember what Trump's doing is out of the ordinary. It's of course only something Trump would do. He has complete control over the Department of Justice. He tells them who to prosecute, who to indict, everything. With Biden and Harris, there was daylight between the presidency and the fucking Department of Justice. But Merrick Garland is a pussy who's weak and was worried about how it would look if he prosecuted Donald Trump. And yes, that's why we got this dickhead in office now. Lower medicine prices. We'll see, but we had that under Biden, and Biden was continuing to negotiate with drug companies over lower drug prices. They capped the cost of insulin at $35. Now it's 300 and something because Trump undid that. These companies paid zero net in taxes, so it's less than any dishwasher, waiter, landscaper who's paid by check, ACH, etc., and has taxes taken out. There you go. And if you guys think that's cool, you're fucking retarded. Because a lot of you guys, the occupations listed in that comment, a lot of you guys fucking those are your jobs. That's what you do. Liberal Dan Radio. These MAGA folks won't talk about the people who are here illegally working here, or I'm sorry, who are here legally working here legally, who Trump's ICE deported. No, I know. They won't. Ever. They don't even know about that, Liberal Dan, because the shit they listen to, they're being told it's just the worst of the worst being deported. It's not. How about the fact that the guy that owned the Trump restaurant, it was literally a Trump-themed restaurant. It was called Trump something, I forget, is getting deported. I love it. Maybe it's so bad both sides are trying to hide it. No gray area for you guys, huh? Right now, as we speak, Ken, the Democrats are trying desperately to get those files released. They've been trying to force a vote for 2 months. The Republicans are going out of their way. They've shut down Congress. They've shut down government completely because they don't want to swear in Adelita Grijalva and get their 218th signature on the discharge petition. So regardless of what's happened in the past, right now, the Democrats are trying to release the Epstein files. The Republicans are covering them up. That's all that matters is what's going on now. As far as why Biden didn't do it, maybe there's Democrats in it. Maybe that was not something he ran on, like I already told you. Donald Trump promised he'd release the Epstein files. Kash Patel and Dan Bongino told you that it's the fucking Department of Justice that has them and they can release them at any time. He told you that when it was the Biden administration. Now that Trump's in and Pam Bondi told Trump he's all over the Epstein files, Kash and Bongino are like, what do you mean? What the fuck are you talking about? What files? There's no files. Lots of auto pens here. Again, with the fucking auto pen. How about the fact that Joe Biden never once said that he wasn't aware of somebody who got pardoned under his administration? But Donald Trump, a couple of nights ago on 60 Minutes, when asked about CZ, the CEO of Binance, he said, I don't even know who the guy is. But he had just pardoned him. So you can't talk no auto pen shit anymore. Still in your losers' heads, huh? Yeah, I know we're crazy thinking about the leader of the free world, right? I'm sure when Biden was in office, you never talked about him. You know what's funny, Liberal Dan Radio and everybody else? These motherfuckers, they did not shut up about Joe Biden. Look, they still bring him up. You can't even say Trump without them bringing up Biden. He lives in their heads rent-free, like they like to say. The fucking guy mollywopped Trump in the 2020 election. They're still crying about it and trying to say it was rigged. All they did was talk shit about Biden and his family and let's go Brandon and all this horse shit. And now they're like, what are you guys talking about Trump for? You guys, he lives in your head rent free. You're all crazy. You're obsessed. It's like, what the fuck? Do you forget the last 4 years, you dickheads? 97% of the people's on the list, the people's on the list eyed Democrat. How do you know? How do you know? Tell me. Haha, you're a joke, sir. Sure, Josh Gingrich. Don't tell me how. Don't tell me what I'm saying that's wrong or anything. Just come in and insult me. All hail the king by should played by at the next do you mean should be played at the next No Kings rally? I guess. What's up, Justin Martin? Everybody, please hit the like and subscribe. We're up to like 450 people. Please hit the like and subscribe. And if you can, contribute to the show. Super chat button, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal is all in the chat. These MAGA viewers simply look up Norfolk VA Filipino cruise workers to see how Trump is not targeting the worst of the worst. There's a good idea. But they'll make something up. They'll figure out a way to spin it. Look at your 401k, way up, fella. Most people's 401ks were up towards the end of Biden's term, too, because the stock market was closing at record fucking highs like every week. You forget about that? And what is it exactly? Just tell me, what is Trump doing that's affecting the stock market so greatly, that's making it soar? What is it? What's he doing exactly? Picky Pigga, you such loser. But here you are watching me. Vance Trump 28. So Navy vet doesn't give two shits about the Constitution. Traitor. What a lot of people tend to forget, he wouldn't have done this during his first term because he wanted to get reelected. Oh yeah, he said it himself. I forget what interview he was doing, but on live national TV, he said, just vote for me this time and you won't have to vote anymore. He said, we'll have it all fixed. That's what he said. But the bottom line is, this is all he needs from you. You already voted for him. He's going to fuck you people over even more than us. Red states are going to be disproportionately affected by Trump's horrible policies. They already are. Look at SNAP. Look at all these red fucking states. It lines a mile long of white people at food banks. MAGA people. That's because there's more of you on welfare than there are people in the fucking blue cities and states. Hey, it's not Republicans voting no on the budget. It's Democrats. Republicans are in charge of everything. They have the White House, they have the Senate, they have the House. Okay? They're in charge of everything. You need what? 6, 7 more fucking votes from Democrats to pass the bill, right? Okay. Democrats are asking for one thing pretty much and one thing only. Mike Johnson has told Republicans, under no circumstances should you negotiate with Democrats. Don't even come back to D.C. They could easily negotiate. They don't have to extend the ACA's long-term, ACA subsidies. They could say, we'll just do it short-term and revisit it whenever, anything. They won't even negotiate. And that's because, Grady, it's not in the Republicans' best interest to reopen the government. I keep saying it and you're not listening. They're keeping it closed on purpose because once they open Congress back up, okay, Adelita Grijalva has got to be sworn in. Once she is, she will be the 218th signature on the discharge position and will be much closer to seeing the Epstein files. And Mike Johnson doesn't want that because Trump is probably the main person in those files. Okay? So that's the problem. That's why they're keeping it shut. That's why Mike Johnson told Republicans, do not negotiate with Democrats because he doesn't want them to come to an agreement because then he's fucked. You know? So that's what's going on right now. I know you don't believe it, but it's true. Grown man whines on the internet, more news at 11. Sure. I'm sure you're not in all types of chats talking shit about Democrats all day. Yep, he's a liar. Release them now. That's right. Guys, hit the like button and subscribe, please. I'd appreciate it very, very much. We got 355 people. Guys, seriously, keep hitting the like button. Let me see the likes go up now, please. I'd appreciate it very, very much. And donations, Dolce Daddy right here, $2. When will MAGA realize they're being played? Never. They don't have the intellectual capacity to fucking to figure it out. Thank you, Dolce Daddy. You could sit there, it's like the guy debated yesterday. You could show him something 1,000,000 times and a mountain of proof behind it, and he'll still be like, yeah, I don't know. But then he'll just say anything about Biden or Democrat, anything, and he'll present it as fact. Do you think Americans are more free today than 20 years ago? No. You would love to see the proof of what, NJ Dragon? Try to put a whole statement in a comment. Saying Trump hates America is an oxymoron. How's that an oxymoron? Trump does hate America, by the way. Man, get your boots on. This guy is laying the bullshit down thick. Listen, Matt, you don't know anything. Do you understand that you guys are the least informed voters in the world? Do you understand that the Trump voters are the least educated people in the country? You could look it up. Look at the 2024 electoral map by education. The least educated states in this country voted for Trump. The most well-educated states in this country voted for Harris. That is a fact. So, Matt, you think I'm talking bullshit because you never heard the stuff I'm saying because you're in that right-wing media bubble that isolates you from any type of truth surrounding Republicans or Trump himself. Just because you haven't heard it doesn't mean it's true. Matter of fact, the fact that you haven't heard it most likely makes it true. Because you probably listen to Fox News all day and they only tell you things that make you think Trump is a god. Meanwhile, you're completely isolated and cut off from all the reality that's taking place right now. All the shit that's happening with this guy. You don't seem like you have the intellectual capacity to find your way past the peanut butter jar. Sweet, Damian Murrow. Then let's debate through the chat. Tell me what I'm wrong about. We'll go back and forth. We'll have a little debate here. It's easier to fool someone than to convince them they've been fooled. 100%. Hairline. Yeah, I'm just bald, fuckface. What the fuck? Meanwhile, you probably, if you have any hair, you probably look like somebody on Epstein's list, you freak. I need free stuff. Do you? I don't. I've never gotten any type of assistance. Proof of what? You got to tell me what? Just saying proof. It doesn't. There's 235 people. I get like 3,000 live chats on every fucking show, live comments in the live chat. What makes you think that when I say something, by the time I get to your comment, I know exactly what you're referring to? What makes you think that? EBT hoes gone wild. Let me tell you something. The majority of people on EBT in this country are white people. Look it up. It has to be, right? Black people make up about 13% of the population. The majority are white people. And if you look at these red states, look at the funding for SNAP. Red states receive a disproportionate amount of funding for SNAP because so many of those MAGA white people are on fucking food stamps. Tell me why California people are so homeless over there. Joel Jimenez. Could you have worded that worse? Tell me why California people are so homeless over there. I know a lot of California people and they're not homeless. I think what you meant to say is tell me why there's so many homeless people in California. And I'll tell you. Ready? California is the largest state in the country by population, the third largest by land size. Meaning there's more of everything in California. You understand? There's more homeless people. There's more every kind of people. Except for maybe MAGA people. And that's the feather in California's cap right there. Okay? So that's why. Free Diddy. Oof. Another pedo lover. I used to be a Democrat. I'm 33. I know Trump is no God. I know that he is no angel, but he made my life easier as a military member. He gave me a raise and I was able to live comfortably. You know what, Bubbles? That's awesome. If he helped you in some way, I understand maybe why you should support him. Although I would say, Bubbles, like, do you worry about the other people? Like there's certain people in this world that have empathy for other people. And there's certain people that are like, as long as I'm good, fuck everybody else. So do you look at what's going on right now? Like he gave $40 billion to Argentina, but he can't fund SNAP, even though a judge ordered him to. And he won't extend ACA subsidies so 24 million people can get their health insurance. Do you look at that and say, I don't give a fuck. I'm good. He gave me a raise. Or do you look at that and say, there's something wrong here and he's not standing up for the right people? Like, in other words, is there a line at which your support stops, even though he gave you a raise? Like, listen, he gave me a raise, but fuck this guy. This guy is covering up for the largest pedophile ring in American history, second only to the Catholic fucking Church. You see what I'm saying, Bowles? Like, what about other people? What about the people he's screwing over? Not true, flagging channel, misinformation. Go right ahead. Go right ahead. See if it works. You know how many people strike my channel every fucking day? I've had my channel 4.5 fucking years. You know what got me my only strike? If you've ever seen the movie A Bronx Tale, the kid that played Robert De Niro's son, Lilo Brancato, I interviewed him. He came on my show and he started throwing around crazy COVID conspiracy theories because he's a MAGA nut. And my show got taken down for that. That's the only strike I've ever gotten out of probably 3,000 shows if you include uploads. Robert De Niro. Yeah, because he doesn't agree with you. Because he's fucking light years smarter than you, Paul. Misinformation. This idiot is just another lonely troll. Really? I'm married to a beautiful blonde, and I have a pretty great life. I'm lonely. You know, the people in this chat with wrenches that are in blue. Those are people that have been with me for years. You can ask them about my life. I don't think you're going to like the answers. California's per capita homeless rate is significantly higher than Texas's, with approximately 439 homeless people per 100,000 residents in California compared to 81 in Texas. And somebody just said a lot of California's homeless are from Texas. They have the highest percent of all that because they're the largest state. Now, you're talking about per capita, fine. But California also pays in 85 billion more into the government than they take out, whereas Texas takes out 75 billion more than they put in. So you might have forgotten about that little stat. That's because you're a shill. Really? Is anybody paying me? Because I'd like somebody to. You didn't answer me, jerk. Walking beauty. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm going through the comment with 200 people in the comments with 200 people in the chat. I'm looking specifically for you. You guys are so fucking arrogant and narcissistic. Cali has the most tweakers. They just might. Where's most of the rich? California. Good. So what? California literally pays for over half of the country. Yeah, they have if they were a country, they'd have the fourth largest GDP in the world. Do you understand that? Like all your red states, they're all fucking. They only exist because of fucking California and New York. You guys don't know that? Those red states would be bankrupted if they didn't have the money to take out of the government that the fucking blue cities you hate so much pay in. That's a fact too. You can look it up. So even if you just forget California and New York State, take New York City and Los Angeles, just them alone, they fucking support pretty much the rest of the country. You're a dink. Whatever you say, Sloth. I could say like your mother's a whore or something, but no need. A lot of Floridians go to New York City for serious medical help, but hate New York City. Oh, well. I mean, that's because there's better doctors and shit. Jane Creek, there you go. You fucking tell them. It's my buddy, Jane Creek, right there. And you don't do your research. Okay, tell me what I've gotten wrong. Gee, for the love of fucking Christ, I'm watching. LOL, my red state is doing pretty well because of our Governor DeSantis. I'll have to look it up real quick, but I'm not sure if Florida is a taker state, but I feel like they might be. Yes, Florida is considered a taker state because it receives more federal funding than it contributes in federal taxes. Recent data shows Florida paid about $293.4 billion in federal taxes, but received $310.6 billion back in federal funds, putting it in a net positive position. However, other studies measure taker and donor states status differently. So there you go. I'm going to read the whole fucking thing, but it's not doing as well as you think, Janie Turner. And if it's doing well, that's why. It takes out of the federal government more than it puts in. So, are you anti-Trump or anti-Republican? Curious. Definitely anti-Trump, not completely anti-Republican, but pretty damn close. Like, I'm no liberal, you know, I'm more in the middle. There's things on the right I kind of agree with, and there's things on the left I definitely disagree with. But it would, in order to vote for a Republican, I would have to think the guy's pretty fucking good and honest, you know? Dink is dual income, no kids. That looks about right. I don't know who Dink is. I don't even know what that means. My best friend's name was Dink. He died in a car accident, but I don't understand. $4.99. Thank you very much for the super chat. If Trump wasn't president, what would you be on here whining about? Thank your daddy Trump, and you're welcome for my money, good girl. Well, you know what's funny? Jane Creek blocked this bitch. I don't know if it's a chick. I feel like it's a whiny little bitch. But thanks for the $4.99, and now you're gonna get blocked. You fucking cunt. Whether you're a guy or a girl, that's what I call you. Okay. What would I be on here whining about? Stupid ass. I've done 4.5 years. I've done probably 2,500 to 3,000 YouTube shows. Maybe 100 of them were about fucking politics, you jackass. And I've made an incredible living doing it, by the way. So I would just be doing shows about something else. And I'd be glad not to have Trump. I would trade this shit in a minute to get that cocksucker out of office. And you guys bitched more about Biden than we ever will about Trump. So stop whining. Most of what you've been saying is wrong. Okay, Damian Morrow, I'm going to go to the bottom and wait for your comments. Tell me one thing I said that was wrong. Go ahead, I'm waiting. Funny how you blocked them instead of actually having a debate. I've been debating all of you for 56 minutes and 20 seconds now, and I will debate all of you with no problem. But if you're going to come in here and just throw insults at me, you're going to get blocked because you're an asshole. And I can do that because it's my fucking channel. Well, that's like dozens of viewers for you. What do you mean? What are you talking about? Do you have a YouTube channel? Like, can you do this? Because if not, you should probably shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? Like, I don't go to fucking your Burger King and harass you at your job, you know? Guys, please hit the like button and subscribe. I'd appreciate it very much. Michael Smith, everything you said is wrong. Okay, Michael, tell me what. Think is a term that describes couples with kids and not wanting any dual income, no kids. Think conservatives don't like it because they're pro-family and think opting to not have kids is selfish. Well, I have a daughter who's going to be 25 years old next month. I have two stepsons, one 13 and one 22. And I think I'm a pretty good stepfather to them and a pretty good stepfather or a pretty good father to my daughter. And yeah, we have a dual income because why wouldn't we? Why wouldn't we? My wife is a nurse and I do this shit. You know, so I guess if you're jealous about that or something, that's up to you. But you were completely wrong about me because you're an idiot. Trump doesn't hate America. Tell me what he likes about it. You give off narcissistic vibes, like really hard. Yeah, I'm most likely a narcissist. I would say that. At least with you people, you know, because when you're talking to a bunch of fucking morons who can only insult people and can't tell you one thing you said that was wrong, you'll just keep saying I'm wrong. You get a big head because you realize that even though, like, I'm not a super smart person, but compared to you guys, I'm like Einstein and Stephen Hawking wrapped into one. You know what I mean? Any other area of life, I could barely tie my fucking shoes. You know, but with you guys, anybody with a half a brain could destroy a MAGA audience in a fucking heartbeat with no problem. Your channel trolls us. I need help, dude. Okie doke. You aren't saying anything, just libo brain. I'm no lib. You keep insulting everybody here. Damien, am I insulting them or am I insulting them back? Because if you look at any show, when I start the show, I'm just talking to you guys. But you don't know anything, and you don't like the fact that I'm talking about your dear leader, so you start calling me a libtard, and I'm bald, and I'm fat, and this and that, and blah, blah, blah. And you got the wrong person, because I'll roast the entire chat to death, and you won't put a dent in me. So if you fuck with me, I don't take no shit from nobody. I'm going to fuck with you back. I've taken like 5 calls in the last few days from people. We had civil debates. Not one person called the other person any type of derogatory slur or name or anything. But you guys can't do it in the chat. You keep name calling, Doc. Yeah. But of course, just ignore the people that are calling me names. And just pay attention to the fact that I'm responding so you can say that it's just me calling people names. Yeah, like I'm the guilty one. Chris Einhawking, LOL. Yeah. Trump closed the border. The one thing he's done well is the border. I'll give him that. You're propagandized. No, you are. You guys are on the right. Propagandized. You've been convinced that a lifelong New York City pro-choice Democrat has somehow become a God-fearing, pro-life Republican. A guy who stepped all over and crushed small businesses every chance he could, got sued because he wouldn't even provide his illegal immigrant construction workers hard fucking hats. A guy that has been, oh my God, if I go through his life story, it's a nightmare, all the shit this guy has done to people. You have been convinced that that guy somehow cares about you, the little guy, the working man. Meanwhile, you're distracted by nonsense like transgenders in sports, and they throw something new at you every day. This week, Obama's going to be arrested. Next week, fucking whatever. They come up with one distraction. Oh, next week Trump's going to run for a third term. They distract you with shiny objects, so you don't even see that you're being robbed blind by them. That you're propagandized, not me. I research, I read, I know what the fuck I'm talking about. It's called street smart politics for a reason. It's because no con man can con me, especially not the world's most well-known con man. Bobby Barbarian, $4.99. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you, my man. Go back and read what I said, fool. No. Write it again. Who the fuck are you talking to? Read what you said. Fuck you. Fuck you and everybody who looks like you. Do you think KH would be a better president than DT? Oh, I don't think. I know for a fact she would. I think if Kermit the Frog was in the White House, he'd be a better president than DJT. MAGA wants to argue because they drank too much of Trump's Kool-Aid. Yep. Dude said his wife more like mom in her basement. No. It's me and my wife's house. You're anti-American. No. MAGA people are anti-American. Trump is anti-American. I believe in the principles of this country, what it was founded on. I believe in fucking the Constitution, stuff like that. Wigger, LOL, that was clashing. I don't know what you mean. Who said that? The problem with your format is you get 1,000 words to spin each debate topic as we type 20 words, so it's not a debate. Well, then leave. If you don't like it, bye. Fuck you want me to do? Happy is the man who is not easily offended. Yeah. They don't understand. I've been tortured by trolls for 4.5 fucking years. The worst people you can imagine that exist on this planet. You guys are nothing for me. There's nothing you could say that's going to hurt my fucking feelings. But I trigger you guys real fucking easy. You should all calm down. And then what we could do is we could go comment by comment, and we can see. Maybe we'll figure out a way to slow the chat down or something. We could actually have a back and forth. But you guys don't want to do that because every single show, oh, I have morals more than any MAGA person and definitely more than Trump. Every show I fucking watch, all you guys do is say you're wrong, you're an idiot, you're brain dead, you're stupid, you're a libtard. And I ask every one of you every time, what am I wrong about? And they just go away. Nobody answers because you don't know anything. All this shit I'm telling you is new information. You don't know. You don't have a rebuttal to it. You don't know anything. No, but considering how you don't want to do your research, a true debate can't take place. I've already done my research. I've done my research. We research over here. You guys don't. You listen to Fox News and then you just become convinced of whatever they tell you. Then you run around repeating it. Tell MAGA to buy Bitcoin so they can go homeless. You touching your face and rocking back and forth, you are triggered. LOL. Yeah, no, I'm not. Believe me, I'm not. I'm sitting here laughing, you douchebag. What would have triggered me? I don't give a fuck about any of you people. I put some rage bait up and you dummies take the bait, and fucking I just roast the shit out of you for an hour or two straight. I make some money, I get a fuck ton of views, and my channel grows, Guys, please hit the like button and subscribe. I'd appreciate it very, very much. Put the bottle down. The water weight's stacking up. Yeah, even though you've never seen me from really even the neck down. You know how big I am or how small I am, sure. Sal D. Felice, $5. Thank you very, very much. Well, maybe we'll do that. Let's see. Yesterday, I took a call. It wound up being 2 hours. I fucked my whole day up. So that's why I'm not doing them as much. You can watch any debate I've had on here in the last 4 or 5 days. I crushed everybody, like literally destroyed them. I'm very, very good at it. And any of you guys are going to lose to me because, no offense, but again, you guys don't research. You guys don't read. You listen to fucking right-wing media and you believe everything they say. You listen to Trump and you believe everything he says. Some asshole in here earlier tried to say Obama and Michelle were on the fucking island. I've never heard anybody say that. A guy yesterday, I showed him proof of a million different things. He still denied it was real. He didn't even know. You guys don't even know about the biggest issues going on in the country because you're isolated from it. Sure, I haven't, Hupkin. Sure. Yeah. Mikey Smith is having an emotional. Who's Mikey Smith? Where is he? I don't see him. Stop reading dumb insult comments. Wait. Stop reading dumb insults. Comments are answer the real questions. What? Ask a question, fuckface, instead of trying to tell me what to do. Oh, I will debate other YT personalities. I'm not there yet. I got 10,000 subs, not even. No, you didn't destroy anyone. Yes, I did. But the thing is with you guys is you don't actually look at a debate without bias and say, okay, well, he's got a point. He's got a point there. Well, this guy has a point, but whatever side whatever you want to hear, that's the side that won. It's just like Trump. Trump has never won a debate except for the one against Biden. And even in that one, he had to lie 36 times. Trump has never won a debate. But when you listen to his debates, you crown him the winner before it even starts because you don't want to hear what Hillary has to say or Kamala or anyone else. The only L's are on your side. Sure. That's what I thought. Ignore the question. Let's see what Walking Beauty's question was. I'm only going to look so far because I really don't give a shit. Yeah, how about you fucking rewrite it? Fuck out of here. I'll be searching for your fucking comment. You're an out of shape Jewish punk. Or I'm an in shape Sicilian guy. FBS, you know how these you wear poppy lid pants comments are triggering you. You D-Gainer, you know me, man. I'm just losing my shit right now. Oh my God, my feelings are hurt. You guys are killing me, you sons of bitches. How dare you? 5 fucking times now, 6. Okay, well you were able to type that, so type your fucking question again. Oh, that's a good idea, Tier Fireball. Yes, I can. All right, let me see what this bitch said. Channel activity. All right. Move to Gaza or Venezuela or Motan. I guess that's supposed to be moron. Unfortunately, just call me a dickhead. Those are your comments. Where's the question, stupid? Walking Beauty, where's your fucking question? Those are your last 3 comments. Told you. Just another derangement syndrome bitch. Yeah, you guys have derangement syndrome like crazy. You see a lifelong con man, scumbag, rapist, pedophile for a God-fearing, America-loving, flag-waving Republican. You guys definitely have derangement syndrome. None of Hillary's or Kamala's debates were even coherent. What? Yeah, except for the fact that Kamala mollywopped Trump and had him yelling about they're eating the cats, they're eating the dogs. She triggered him just by mentioning his crowd sizes. And when he sat there and talked vaguely about nonsense, she spoke about her actual policy proposals. Change your Tim Waltz tampon. Okay? Trying to stick up for you and you call me a fuckface. What are you You're sorry, Dominic. You see what I'm putting up with, Dominic? Hold on, let me look at your comments. You can't blame me. I don't know. I'm being attacked left and right here, Dominic. As you can hear from the commenters who are always right about everything, I am super triggered right now. I'm trying to get your comments. I don't see any. Why is it not showing me? I'm sorry, bro, if you're trying to stick up for me. My bad, man. I apologize. I just, this is what I got to deal with. A bunch of fucking lunatics all day. This guy's a dink. Okie doke. I already did, assholes. Yeah, let me check again. Yep, your last comments are move to Gaza or Venezuela or Motan. Unfortunately, just call me a dickhead. Oh, what else you got? Who's the dickhead? Hair Sniffles Joe, LMAO, your president, let me play my little violin, demon rats shut it down, so you're a communist, your daddy, your president. You're a fucking moron. YOU''RE. So you've been saying for a while now that you've asked me a question. But I just looked through every comment you've made on that show and there's not one question. Would that make you full of shit, like a complete and total delusional fucking liar? MAGA. He helped the vets prison reform. He helped the vets prison reform. Are those two separate things? The First Step Act was good. He fucked the vets. He fired tens of thousands of vets from the VA, and he cut funds to the VA. You know, so thank you. Just keep going. I didn't hear any specific policy proposals from Kamala. Can you refer to one, please? Yeah, $25,000 to help people purchase a new home, $50,000 to help open a new small business, giving women their reproductive rights back. You know, continuing to negotiate with drug companies to get prices lower, like she was doing when she was working with Biden, stuff like that. Bald. Great comment. Stupid. There you go. I got back at you. The guy just wants views and watches like Trump hates America, proves him wrong. Got nothing positive to get views. You're the problem. Y-O-U-R. You're illiterate. How about you just, actually tell me what I'm wrong about instead of just telling me I'm wrong? Tell me what Trump loves about America. Tell me what he says that's great about America ever. Tell me. I want to know. His net worth was cut by half, you dolt? Okay, I got some news for you, and you might want to look this up. Doe Cop or whatever your name is. I'm so glad you said that, because again, it shows how uninformed you are. Donald Trump, since January, when he was when he took office again, when he was inaugurated, he has doubled his net worth. His net worth is now well, he made 3.8 billion just since January. Just since January. Okay, 3.8 billion fucking dollars. He continues to sell watches and whatever the fuck, Bibles, whatever else. He's got the crypto coin that he dropped the night before he got inaugurated. Wonder why that was. So he's made 40% of his net worth since he took office, 3.8 billion fucking dollars. Not to mention what his kids have made because of his bullshit. Barron is worth 150 million thanks to his dad. So no, I love America. I fucking love it. I've always had a good life here, If all the Republicans leave this chat, he'll be alone. Peace out. Bye, bitch. Guys, please hit the like button and subscribe. I'd appreciate it very, very much. His net worth's been $7 billion for like 10 years. Look it up. Donald Trump doubled his net worth, okay? And it wasn't $7 trillion or $7 billion. Don't believe him. He's full of shit. It was never. He would go fucking crazy every time the Wall Street Journal or any of those publications would post his net worth because he would insist that it was more than it really was. I have told you how stupid you are by listing many things you said out of stupidity. All right, Michael Smith, I'm going to go look at all your comments. Okay, it won't show them to me. I don't know why it's doing this. Maybe it's my internet.